Hey everyone, Kathy here to do my third video in my series on my palettes. Today I'm going to do palette number 3, Mood Addiction palette number 3, which is these wonderful cool tones and a lot of purples. So a lot of people who are scared of color, this is a good way to go because purple is not as bold of a color as you might get in with like some of the greens and the really bright vibrant blues and stuff like that that you might find in those Spurge creams or the mineral pigment. So this is a really good one to go with if you're trying to introduce yourself to color on your eyes. So today we are going to do just an everyday matte look. So I'm going to do Determined, Smitten, and Flip It, which are these three right here in the center. Smitten has a little bit of shimmer to it because I like to have shimmer on my highlight. But other than that, the rest of them are pretty matte. So this is our lovely eye primer. We've talked about this before. I don't not use eye primer ever. I'll tell you guys again in case you missed it in my other videos that I used to think I just didn't know how to put on eyeshadow because the color would never show up, and I have really light skin and it just wouldn't show up, and I always thought it was because I just didn't know how to do it or that it was cheap product, but really it's because you really need primer. Primer's a thing. So there you have it. I love our primer because it has a little bit of tint to it, so you can see it kind of evens the color out a little bit. You can still see veins and stuff, but not as much as you can on this eye. Just something to think about. So once again, only 2 brushes that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use my lovely liner shader brush. It's my favorite. Besides the crease brush, which is the other one I'm using. Anyway, we're going to use the shader side. We're going to take some Determined, which is this lovely color right here. Determined. We're going to put Determined over the base of the lid. As you can tell, I really like to use a matte, kind of neutral matte color. I've used a neutral matte color on all 3 palettes to kind of to even out the tone on my eye and to give a good base to start with. So you can kind of see that right there. It just gives it a really good base to have, okay? So then we're going to take my crease brush and we're going to do Flip It. I couldn't remember what I told you guys we were going to do. We're going to do Flip It right here. I'm going to take Flip It, and excuse my sunglasses on top of my head, but we're going to put this just above the crease and in the crease. By putting it a little bit above the crease, it makes your eyes look a little bit bigger because it pulls that crease, makes that crease look like it's higher up on your lid. Okay? So by going a little bit above the crease as well and blending it in right there, you're going to give it that. So you see Flip It has a little bit of shimmer in it, but not like the shimmer I've done the past few days, right? So we're going to pull it down just a little bit. I like to pull it down. As you can see, like my brow goes really far past. I mean, I could totally, that would be a lot of brow that I would be tweezing off and waxing off if I were to do that. And my lids are so big that it kind of defines them by having my brow go out a little bit further. But that also means that I need to pull color down like this to really make my eye look as big as my brow is. Does that make sense to you guys? It makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but it's all about the shape of your eyes. You have to figure out what's the best shape there as well. Then we're going to go back to the liner shader brush. We're going to do Smitten. Smitten is just this gorgeous light for a highlight that I just love, and I always highlight underneath my brow bone. Once again, it just makes your eye look so much brighter. Putting it over here in the corner too just really brightens up your eye. Then I always take that light color and kind of go through the center a little bit. And I do that just to kind of blend a little bit, and it also just really brightens my eye, having that lighter color. And I barely put any on. It's really just enough to really brighten that eye. Okay, so there you go. That is so simple. Just you could go out like this. You don't have to have a liner because we pulled this color down under there. But of course I'm going to do one. I'm going to use Irate, which is this last dark color. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm just going to place it on there. I I thought about showing you guys our liquid liner today, but I think I'm going to save that for a video I'm going to do tomorrow. That I'm going to take the very first look that I did, which was with palette 2. I'm going to do the exact same look for you, but I'm going to take it to a nighttime smoky eye look for you. And I think what I'm going to do is use liquid liner on the top of my eye to show you how that can really define it. And then how you can use what's in your palette and to kind of smoke that out without having to have a pencil too. So that's kind of my thing. So look for that tomorrow. There, what do you think? All done. All right, you guys know how to get a hold of me, Kathy Rede, and I will be happy to help you guys out. Have a great day.